Today on the Celestial War.
Gather turns to the party. He says, "Is it possible you could call your friend the Tomb Mage back and have him teleport us to the prison? Gather the gunpowder from the prison and then blow this place sky high."
Good evening and welcome to Audio Dungeon. I'm Tony Anson, your host and DM, joined by the rest of the Audio Dungeon crew, Rob Spataro, Dan Isgro, Damian Scro, Brooke Armstrong, Vinny Pro, and Tom Kokoza. As on the last two episodes, we re-welcome back Mike Bernier from Arcane Eye. How's it going, Mike?
It's going good.
Mike, you're having a good run so far. Hopefully, if you survive today, so your character will be free and able to roam about the world of Indaria.
I'm excited for it.
That island is basically surrounded by now 15 ships. The ships are been loaded in with all the guards who fled the island when they saw Abyssi up top screaming at them and have blood coming out of their brain. They thought it was a good idea to leave the area and get out of this evil siren witch's spell. So they all went into the ships and they swam over there. And now the island is basically yours, although you probably can't go outside because you think they might fire. But you guys have that whole lock and key of prison barracks to yourselves, and you even locked up the guards inside. Before that, Brooke made contact with a lot of the people, King Argon, Raphael, and a few other people, and everyone is going to battle. You also learned, finally, before we start, that all part of Raven's plan was to try to get the gold, which he got all the gold, and he brought it back to Raven's Claw. You guys followed him in a drunken stupor thanks to one of Wetzel's wild magic spells, and you guys got into the lock and key prison, which is what he wanted to happen. And in the meantime, now that all the heroes are wiped off the map, he launches an assault on Rhaegar, the gnomish city, and he launches an assault on the sunken city. And in Deep South, you see, just to add a little bit more of what's going on apparently, is the whole fleet of the Queen's forces just sitting back watching from miles south of Sunken City. So Brooke has that information. The group doesn't know that yet, but you're probably going to find out soon, and we're going to see what happens. Guys, let's play Audio Dungeon. Ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Dun, dun, dun. Brooke, we're going to start with you. You're up top. You're with Sparky, and
Yes.
you're with Tomb Mage, and you guys are just kind of standing there and still crouched down. Meanwhile, all the guards are kind of fleeing. Roleplay.
Are they still unconscious or no? Sparky and Tomb Mage?
They're not unconscious. Tomb Mage was never
They're not,
unconscious.
Okay. Sparky, Tomb Mage, you guys feeling okay? Everything's all right?
Yes, but we
All
shouldn't risk it. Let's get out of here as soon as we can.
Yes, let's do it.
They're inside below us?
I believe so.
Okay, so he grabs you guys, teleports down to the ground. He looks over and sees, we're going to go to the map right now.
You're moving so
sure.
fast. You're moving so fast.
You see, he walks over, he sees a window. He grabs you guys again and teleports you guys into the map. You're on the lower right side of the lock and key prison. And as you go in there, you see there's all guards. No, sorry, not guards. There's all prisoners all going through all this stuff on the floor, all items, armor, weapons, all different things. And you just pop in with Tomb Mage, and some of the prisoners recognize you. And then they're like, "Oh, you're back. You were that girl that cast a spell."
I see what's happened here, man. What? Yeah, you guys. What's happening? Where is everybody?
Did we just become best friends?
Yes. Do you want to do karate?
That's great.
Do you want to practice
We're in
karate in the cafeteria?
Yeah.
Yup.
Let's do it.
Who's in? I'm in the storeroom right now.
Yes,
Scro, are you?
So everyone is walking around the entire area, but to make so everyone's in different rooms. We're just gonna make it real easy, and you all find out that she's here. You all come together in that room, which is the bottom right room. All your characters are there. Everyone can roleplay. Go ahead.
Does anyone see my suit? The new air fryer suit? I'm looking for it.
Okay. Oh god, everyone, it's so great.
Air fryer suit? Don't call it that.
I forget. I forget its proper name.
The gnomish gadget suit.
The what?
Drunken
Set it
gadget
and
suit.
forget it.
Set it and forget it suit. He does set it and forget it. That's very appropriate.
Now I remember. Well, I'm looking for my suit anyway. That's
Now
what I'm doing.
remember it.
Hey Tony, just to clarify, did Two Mage teleport into the prison from the roof?
No.
No. He can't teleport from there, so he would have to.
You said he went to the ground.
Yeah, so he'd have to climb down.
I assume he jumped off.
Yeah, thank you, Dan. So they'd have to go back. You guys have to climb down. He'd have to walk away from the building, and then he would probably teleport through and then fizzle out once he gets in.
Okay. Wouldn't he couldn't spot teleport in that way? Like he couldn't just see and
That's
then
how
go?
he did it.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
That's how he did it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's okay, guys. Role play. Actually, let's jump into the comments here. We have a lot of comments coming through. Everyone just saying hello. Richard Wild's reminding everybody the last thing is that the magic gets dispelled as soon as you leave the lab. Let's see. Scott Weber says magic is working. He teleported in. So he teleports in through the window near the room, but he basically fizzled them out and he gets it in. So that's about as much as he can do, and his teleportation is pretty much up, unless he goes to Wessel's room, which he doesn't know about yet. Arky wants a suit. Arky wants some fries, as he does. That's why he needs his air fryer suit. Yeah, the magic is exactly.
They're healthier than deep fryers.
Magic is working exactly the same. It does not work in the entire prison, and it only works in the one room that Wetzel has for whatever reason you're not sure. Go ahead, guys, role play.
Okay, guys. The king, I was able to get into the Red City and get in touch with everybody. I was able to speak with King Argon and Onyx and even Raphael. And I have some horrible news. The Raven...
Horrible news. Right.
Horrible news. Horrible news. Raven and the Queen are attacking Rhaegar and the Sunken City as we speak.
What?
Yes.
The Raven and the Queen have joined forces and are attacking the Sunken City and Rhaegar?
And Rhaegar, yes.
How are they? How are they attacking?
By a huge fleet. Huge fleets, rather. And Raphael is back. And I'm sorry, hold on.
Have they come onto land yet? Have they started attacking people on land?
Not from when we last saw them.
They went back into all their ships.
Yes. But Raphael is with Rhaegar, and King Argon and Onyx have returned to the Sunken City to protect there. And Two Mage is with us for now, but he's going to go back and forth to see if they need help, see if they can be assisted, if they need to be assisted, and hopefully we can get there and stop this madness. How do we get out of here, guys?
Look,
we
we
haven't
just took over
figured
the
that out
prison.
yet.
You know, like, give us
Mike,
a second.
Okay.
And Mike, you're there also, just so you know.
You
I don't
can
know
have
if you're there.
3.
How do we get over there? There's no way we can get to either of those places in an attempt to stop an invasion unless Two Mage teleports us, right? Which means, I guess, abandoning the idea of trying to actually take this gold back wherever it is.
Even if he does teleport us, can we stop the invasion anyway?
I did hear a conversation about taking the Raven himself. Maybe it's not as simple as stopping an invading army, but having the commander call off the invasion.
You've got a point.
So Liv Moore walks up. Liv Moore says, "Did you guys just teleport? Can't you use Wexel's room to just get us out of here?"
Oh,
Sounds like a good
that's a good idea.
Great
You
idea.
try.
Right.
Is it
Where is
Would we
the
get-
Raven? Is the Raven with his invading armies, or is he here?
No one's seen him.
I don't know.
I can't help wonder if could do more good here than just traveling to one of the battle sites.
What good can we? If what good is doing anything here? Getting 1 million gold pieces if the Raven takes over your city.
It's no good.
While we're here.
What do I know, Tony? In terms of
what good is it to get the 1 million gold pieces to Rhaegar for Rhaegar to decide that they're ours if Rhaegar's taken over by Raven?
Yes.
Like, I don't.
They may not be a Rhaegar.
The money will be valuable, but what good can we do? Tony, what do I know in terms of the Sunken City's defenses, in terms of this fleet size? Do they really have any chance of standing up to it? Or
the Sunken City has only partially fixed their cannon towers and such, and they have no fleet. The entire fleet is that one ship you guys built just as the prototype. So they really have nothing.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I feel as though we're almost in the situation we were in the very beginning, that we're not going to be able to stop this initial attack and have to think outside of just like fighting a battle. The battle may already be lost.
Scott Weber says, time to split the party. Go to the vault together, and some people go capture Raven.
That's good, but we don't know where he is.
Right.
I mean, if we had a clue...
And we still have no plan to actually transfer the gold out once we get to the vault, do we?
We don't even have a lead on him, do we?
No.
We don't even know if the gold is there.
Right, or, yeah.
How do we know the
Listen,
gold has been spent already
you-
and it's been given to someone? Yes, Hogar.
Yeah. You say that the Queen's fleet and the Raven's fleet are invading Rhaegar and the Sunken City. Do you know if Raven's fleet is in one place and the Queen's fleet is in the other? Because if that's the case, then Raven may be with his own fleet.
I believe Raven's fleet is at Rhaegar. And the Queen's is more the Sunken City.
So both, you know, Two Mage corrects you. It says, because it appears that Raven has divided his fleet. One half of it is going to Rhaegar, and the other half went to Sunken City. But the thing that was peculiar is that many miles to the south was the Queen's fleet just watching.
I mean, that makes sense because the Queen's forces are gonna land, take over the land once he decimates the sea. So if they're planning on holding Sunken City, that would make perfect sense. Whereas Rhaegar, they can just surround it all day long. All it is an island. I turn to the mages of the party, and I say, can anybody scry and see where the Raven is by any chance? Because if one of you can do that, that might be very helpful to figure out what we're gonna do here.
No.
I cannot scry. It's not one of my abilities. But however, I can use this time to teleport around the city and get my bearings so that I can teleport us anywhere we need. So I'll return in a few minutes. Okay. So he walks into the room they constructed where he can teleport, and he teleports out from there.
All right.
So I have two more ideas. One idea is I'm not particularly familiar with any of these kind of things, but a powerful druidic force might be able to send a tidal wave out and destroy a large portion of the fleet all at once. There's also the opportunity that I don't know if anybody knows any like ghost knights that are sworn to an oath that haven't been fulfilled, and then we'd be able to go and say that we're their king, and then kind of like Deus Ex Machina.
Yes, that worked in my
I've never had
like my ghost pirate friend here, but a lot more of him. Those are the only two ideas I have, unfortunately.
And then,
oh my
god!
gosh.
Then they can use him to great advantage, and then dismiss them before the battle's over, and then everybody can wonder why.
Sounds like a great idea.
Didn't keep them for the whole entire end of the battle.
That's it.
Useless.
We don't want to spend.
They were tired ghosts. Iron ghosts.
Nerd rage.
Are people criticizing Lord of the Rings? Is that what's happening?
Yes.
No.
No.
How dare you?
I don't have to.
Some things that were questionable, not criticizing.
The movie doesn't make a really clear statement as to why the ghost knights don't stick around. We'll leave it at that.
Tony,
Mike, all right.
I'm gonna search around for my braces while they're coming up with an idea.
I'm searching for my amulet.
Oh yeah, we have it. We have that for you.
You do?
Yeah, Arky, give her the thing. You found it, right?
Actually.
No,
Volt
somebody else found it.
Evan
Yeah,
found
it
it.
wasn't.
I thought it was
Volt.
Oh, Volt. Sorry, Volt.
Volt. Thank you.
It's Evan.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, once again, Evan sees.
Carry on.
Okay. So,
I take
Tony.
my bow. I look for my bow, my arrows. Okay, sorry.
Last week, during the week while while the fans were role playing online, we found 2 potions in Wexel's lab, and I said I wanted to identify them. I don't know if we got those identified. I didn't get a chance to see, but I had said in that role play that I wanted to identify those. Do we know what those potions are?
The 2 potions that somebody found. You're talking about in the chat?
Yeah, in chat.
Okay, so one seems to be a potion where it creates like a fog, and one is a potion of jumping.
Okay. No potion of magic golem healing?
No.
Sure? You just want to double check?
Yeah, unfortunately, that was something done completely by the fans, not anticipated. And but if you walk into the room, which you would be doing right away anyway, because it's right next to you, and you can see this, you guys will notice that the people that were trying mending spells last week. So we're gonna update you now. So we had a for anybody who doesn't know, an Already Dungeon, you can play along with us. This last couple of weeks we had it so that people can play, the fans been playing, and then we do a role play thread in our group Dungeon Dwellers where everybody's going in there. There's like 300 comments. Everyone had a great time, and I was DMing in there 2 times, and the people were jumping in saying hello. It was a lot of fun. So in there, what came up is in the next 5 minutes, what started between a lot of people is Evan's character Volt went in there, who's an artificer, and started repairing using his infusion work, started repairing the golem. And because other people had mending, with his help of the infusion, acting like nurses to the doctor, they've been working on him, and you see they're actually making progress and repairing. So when you go and get the potion to talk to him, you see that that's going down, and it looks like it's going to take about an hour to actually just put them back together, or just fuse the magical forest wood back together.
Okay, that's amazing work, everyone.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay,
guys. So you guys are chilling out. 2 mage teleported away. He's searching around the city to get some locations so he can be more of a help to the group. You guys are inside. You can know all the ships are out there. You can tell all the cannons are pointed in your way, but no one has fired just yet. A lot of the prisoners are helping out. You guys locked up the guards, and the prisoners actually found 2 big barrels of gunpowder downstairs in the caves. And they searched the caves, and they also found the ships underneath in the ports. Most of them are on fire. The ones that are left are just incomplete. There's no other souls on board. Okay, got it. Roleplay, guys.
Tony, can I go for my? Do I find my arrow and my bows? My fire?
Yeah. If right now, if you have anything you haven't found, you can find it right now because you've had time between. So we'll say that Excellent. You guys are good.
All right, that's terrific. All right, so.
So that's all of us. All of us found like all the stuff, basically.
So Sparky comes up, as noted by Scott Weber, and he casts a discern location spell, and he helps everyone find the rest of their stuff.
Yes.
Nice. And yeah, he kind of solves the problem everyone's trying to find it.
Woohoo!
I see him kind of casting that divination magic, and I say, so that divination magic, how far out can it go? Because if you guys know of something that the Raven would have on him, we might be able to use that magic to locate the Raven if he's here.
As long as we leave this area, I can't really cast this spell outside this room over here. you see him casting a certain location, and like he kind of targets where the stuff is, and he walks over to where he thinks it is, and he finds the this kind of the general spot where it is, and he goes, can we cast magic in the city?
I don't know. We haven't tried to cast magic in the city.
Oh no. We have somebody that would be able to teleport us out, so we could definitely try.
Yeah, it stands to reason if two mages can teleport through the city, then we should be able to cast other spells through there.
That's very fair.
All right. What do we? So our plan is hopefully we can find Raven here, capture him, and try and end the battle that way. If that doesn't work, let's say he's with one of the fleets. What do we want to do? Okay, I understand your point, but we also, defeated a semi-ancient in combat. And I feel like we shouldn't just go, well, there's a lot of boats. Let's give up the fight. So, I mean, I have no idea how we're going to attack a bunch of boats. I have one idea that I could do for one of the fleets, and I can see how successful that is. But I don't know about two fleets. I don't feel like we have the battle tactics to do that right now. We're really
also,
more of a...
Don't forget, it sounds like we have a land battle coming up too. If the queen is behind them, and you think that she might bring those troops onto land to occupy the city, we're gonna have to defend against that. That's where I'll be.
I'm hoping that's where King Argon comes into play as well, in like leading that battle. But who knows? Maybe the queen is waiting to see who wins this battle to come in and say, "I was on your side all along."
Well. Is there any way we can message anyone from Solst? Maybe see if they could come and offer us a hand.
Man,
we've been in prison. Who knows?
Well, if we can message, maybe Finn can send a message from Wexel's lab.
Yeah, I don't know.
Right now, I don't
know.
I understand.
Arthur, you're a head of state. I'll leave that to you. I just don't know if we want to tie ourselves in more to Solst.
I'm not certain. I think we could hold off on the Solst decision for the moment. If you could take one fleet, my advice would be, I think we should destroy the one attacking the sunken city. Rhaegar, I feel, is so exposed with Ravenclaw's naval strength. At least the sunken city is land-based. Maintain contact with the Red City. If you really believe we could destroy that fleet, and we'll worry about the Queen's forces after that.
Okay, I'll be clear. I have an idea that might be able to help. I don't know I can destroy a fleet. And I don't know how many ships are in a fleet. You remember when I tried to swim out to the boat a few days ago? Like, I don't like the water. So, like, are we talking like 20 ships? Is that a fleet? Or are we talking like...
We're talking like hundreds.
It was
hundreds of ships.
It was like almost like 1,000.
Yeah.
1,000 ships?
Yes.
1,000?
1,000. We can't do this alone.
It's like he pulls every ship he's ever had.
No, you're right. I don't think we can. I think we need wizards throwing fireballs from the sky. That's what you need.
Isn't that what they have in Solst?
Yeah.
Is there also any way that we can maybe contact the Orc King?
No, he can't make it there in time. Like anybody who's days away, if you're talking about they're right there, like we need. I feel like this hour that we're spending is like ticking.
Or maybe we can message someone in the Elven realm.
We could.
And they could relay the message to the Orc King. The Orc knows Holgar.
Do you know how far that is by foot? Do you know how long it's going to take them? If they ain't even going to come and help us. They even want us to let.
Hey,
whoa!
You don't know that.
Let's not talk about the Elven Kingdom. Some of us happen to be from there.
No, I'm not talking about. I'm talking about the orcs. I'm not talking about the elves. She's talking about the orcs.
I thought she said the whole kit and caboodle. I'm sorry.
I think so.
Kit and caboodle.
So we're looking at the map right now, just so everybody, since we're referencing it. we're gonna go into the Western lands. Oh, that's a bunch of dragons. Let's try this one. Okay, there we go. So, if you look on this map, you will notice that it is pretty far. That the right side of the map is on that big forest island that you see. That is where the orcs are from that you're talking about. And you guys are on the very left of the map, on the little peninsula, which I can't write and show to you right now. But you're the little peninsula sticking out there, and that's Ravensclaw.
The little peninsula stick.
Right, like you can see Keeper's Realm, that's our light basically up there on the top left. Below that is the island, that's Rhaegar, and then in between those two and to the right is Ravensclaw. And that forest all the way to the right on the other side, which is a month's journey walking to the Red City, is where that Orcish tribe is. So, just to give some bearings to the map right now and what's going on. So yeah, what do you want to do?
All right, let's look at the positives here. The enemy brought us here, trying to take us out of the action, but right now we're behind enemy lines. Let's not worry into the middle of the battle. We're right in their city, and we're not under their control anymore. How can we utilize that? I'm not certain. I have ideas about that, but I think that's where we should be thinking. Here's where we could affect the most change.
I agree.
Well, if that's the case, and you want to do that, I say the most effective thing we could possibly do is maybe then get Two Mage to get us back to the Red City so we can actually get our gear and be effective. Hogar walking around with that half a sword that he's got ain't helping nobody.
I mean, that's a fair point.
Two Mage could get us back and forth.
Correct.
Here's a question. If we wanted to take over Ravensclaw, how would we do that?
That's a good question.
You would have to start with the Raven. Remember, these people are pirates. They're mercenaries. Whoever pays the highest bidder, they're gonna work for. Or the strongest survive when it comes to pirates.
Remember, even if we did take over the city, even if we somehow either bought or killed all of his forces and got all the people in the city to go, Hogar, you are our leader, then 2 fleets of 2,000 ships are going to come back and just take it back from us. Like, I don't think, like, if we could find a Raven here,
you gotta remember that they're being paid by the Raven.
Right?
No Raven, them not being paid, they're not going to fight for anybody. They're going to go their own merry way.
I have to say, as a pirate, that is definitely true.
If they're not getting paid, they are not aligned with anyone.
Okay, all right, I understand what you're saying, and I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm saying, okay, I'm not aligned with anyone. I'm in the lead of 1,000 ships. What am I going to do with that? Like,
it doesn't matter. If they come back here and there's no Raven, there's no person binding them. They need a person to bind them. They're going to fight amongst themselves for control first. So, if there's 1,000 ships, maybe 500 of them get blown up because they're fighting amongst each other because who wants control and I'm the better pirate and yada yada yada. Who really cares? Who cares? As long as they're not in the front doorstep of Rhaegar and the Sunken City, who cares what they do?
Okay, all right. So, hey, we get Raven. We capture him. Or we kill him. Either way, I'm not picky. How does that equate? How do we get that information to these fleets to stop them from attacking? And again, this was the point I was trying to make. Okay, fine. I've got a fleet with 1,000 ships outside of a city right now. You just taken away the money that I was getting paid to do this. I'm still just going to go and take the city and figure it out later, because they could just do the same thing in reverse to us and go, okay, fine, give us the 1,000,000 gold that we're owed, or we're going to destroy the Sunken City in Rhaegar. And we don't even have the gold. Like, I don't think it's a bad idea. I'm just trying to think beyond the first step, because I feel like we usually just do the first step and then we go, well, we'll figure it out.
Well, the first step is obviously you got to take care of Raven, right? And then you got to get Rhaegar on our side, because
Well-
once we go back to Rhaegar with the Raven either in manacles and or his severed head, guess what? Then Rhaegar, the king over there, might turn around and say, "Oh wow, you helped us. Now we're gonna help you." And then we have ships, and then we have more money, and then we have more people.
Right. So I actually, as much as it kills me to say it, Arky, I think that I agree with that. I think that the first place that we should go is to Rhaegar and see if we can figure out a way to. If we extricate them, that's an extra ally with a bank.
A very large bank.
Right.
Sparky says, I say we go to the vault and check on the treasure before we go. We
Yes.
do anything else. You know, maybe the prisoners can head there with a few party members. I'll go.
I don't have a problem with that if you guys can get past the, the bay with all the ships with cannons.
Two Mage
Two
should be
Mage
able
can help
to
us out with that when he
teleport us.
comes back.
Are you?
Yeah.
Are they
Two
talking
maids
about?
might find out where the vault is.
Are they talking about the?
I think we know where it is.
Vault in... Which vault?
Yes, it was in the old prison.
Yeah.
So
The
the
vault
vault-
here.
Okay.
The vault is the only other island that is not that main central island. It's another small island on the opposite side of the bay on the map. It's right near the middle.
Mm.
Is there any way we can find out where the Raven is right now?
Just
Well, a few
Divination
suggestions.
magic.
There was a few. Yeah.
this just in from Evan. Gave a donation, and he gave Ring of Andaria. Ask a detailed question. Ask any type of question. So it doesn't have to be a yes or no. It's a one-time use.
Mm. Very nice. Thank you.
Whoa!
How do we defeat 2,000 ships?
Thank you, Evan.
Evan, I can't
You
tell.
don't.
Evan, Evan, I can't tell if you put in Captain Andaria or not. I think you did, but I can't tell. And Abyssia, you have a perfect mimic coming in. It's an auto learn, so basically there's no check you need to roll. As long as you see it or hear it, it's an automatic learn, no roll.
Wow.
One time.
Thank you. Oh my
Very
God.
nice.
Yep. Thank you, Evan.
All right. Okay. Do I guess I suddenly suffused with the knowledge that I can use the Ring of Andaria today to ask more
you-
than a yes or no question?
And you have another charge of Captain Andaria.
Awesome. All right. Okay. All right. I feel like I can do something, and maybe it's because I don't know, somebody up there likes us, but
Evan.
normally I can. Yes, that guy.
That guy.
I point to the guy.
He thinks we're
I
cool.
point to the guy by the golem. So all right. Normally I can ask this thing a yes or no question every day, and it answers honestly. I think I can ask it any question, and it'll give me an answer. So, what should I ask it? What do you think?
Truly, an ancient has granted you this power. Must have been
Yeah,
one
yeah.
of the ancients. Must have been.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
So, what do we think? What do you think? I could say like, how do you destroy 2,000 ships? But the answer could be you don't,
How do you do?
or one at a time, or something like that, which is not really useful to us. So like, what is something like? Tell me exactly where Raven is. I mean, is that
Right,
a
it could
question we
be-
wanna ask?
Yeah. I think we gotta
Or
keep
the
it-
gold, or
I think
Right.
Raven is a little more helpful.
Jacques walks in the room and he goes, not that I guess it's the biggest thing, but like a lot of the prisoners have left and they were led down by that guy Zog. So yeah, they're gone. Looks like they
Where
swam
are they
out.
going?
where'd they go? They swam?
I don't know. There's nowhere else to go. So they didn't go out the front door. They must have went down below.
Hey, maybe they're gonna try and just take over one of those ships.
I was gonna say a boat, maybe.
Maybe most of the other prisoners are gone. The only people who are left are the ones that are here.
Oh,
So that's
okay. Well, I hope
My
that they were.
crew. Oh no.
Oh, jeez, I'm sorry. I was a little bit more flippant about
God, I'm ruined.
Enough without you. I can't believe that. Well,
Didn't you just say that pirates are like that? That, you know, they would just go? Weren't you just telling us that, like, just a few moments ago? You were.
I'm a very trusting pirate, I guess.
You just told us that they just go. I guess they went.
Samuel's now just like sulking. Like
nobody ever listens to the little guy here. I don't understand.
There.
It's okay.
Right.
And Sparky,
you can hang out with us now.
On the shoulder.
Yeah, you guys are cooler than them, anyways. So yeah, so I guess I'll stay here.
That's true. We generally smell better. You have a core of a new group of piratey adventures from these fine folk who haven't left yet.
And $1 million gold does sound very tempting.
Yeah, if we
I could use that to retire from my life of pirating altogether.
Yes, if we can get that. I've heard this prison was very dangerous to get into. I've never seen it. But if that's where he's hiding the gold, I'm a little bit worried.
If we
One
want
last job.
Again, if we're going to capture and or kill Raven, if that's the plan, then I don't really care where the gold is right now. We'll come back and get it, right? Like if that's the plan, then we're not worried about a clock anymore because he won't have a legal claim to anything if he's dead. I don't know.
Right. What do we do after we take out? Is a question.
After we take out the Raven, we go to Rygar.
Mm.
We help
talk
Rygar.
to the fleet.
Listen, there's got to be somebody in charge of both fleets, right? Gotta be. There's got to be at least one captain in charge of that entire.
He must have if he's not with them, he must have a way of like sending them a message or communicating.
I need to show those fleets his head.
Exactly. If we know Wexel's not with them, so it's not him.
Richard Wilde says, "Find Raven, then perfect mimic his voice. That way, you can lead the army in proxy."
Wow.
That's a pretty good idea.
I have 2 mimic boosts, so I had the one that I just got anymore. So.
Ooh, Michael Aldridge says 2 mage teleports Raven to the party.
Oh, I love
it. That's brilliant.
Jared Wood says, "Give Abyssia a megaphone and have her screech and take out the 1,000 fleet."
Get the gnomes on the megaphone technology.
Wow.
More importantly, can anybody heal?
I can.
Would this constitute as a short rest?
I don't think anyone rested during that time.
No.
Michael, I guess because you weren't in the chat, so you could say that you rested. I'm moving it forward by an hour from last episode to this episode, so you could say you did a short rest.
Cool.
Can any of us do a short rest or no?
As long as you didn't do anything or suggest you did anything between.
I did nothing.
Okay, so everybody wants to have a short rest as long as you.
I let my entire crew leave without me knowing, so I feel like that constitutes as me resting.
You slept on them. Okay. So some time passes. You guys are debating. We're gonna say you guys are debating for like 20 minutes, 25 minutes, going over different things. And the 2 mage appears back in. He comes in through Wexel's room. Any news here?
No, we're trying to figure out what the plan is, and where we're gonna go. What did you find, especially in the city?
So here,
2 mage.
take a look. He unfurls a map right in front of you, and it's the map that's on the screen that everyone can see. She goes, down here on the lower left side, which is actually the northwestern part of the map, this appears to be the governmental district. And there, I happen to see outside Raven dining with a lot of people that look to be, I would say, socialites or elites of some sort. He's hosting some sort of party or hosting some sort of event or something. Around this city, everything that is marked in a dark color is either a wall or a guard outpost, and they are heavily armed with pirates hanging out on top. There are, as you know, there are 15 ships in the harbor here. The center island seems to be, which I traveled briefly before, seems to be more of like a check-in area and records keeping and such. The bottom right, which is the southwest, is all farming and such like that. And pretty much there's 2 large markets, and the rest between are all of the housing amongst the cobblestone streets. So, and the other island seems to be some sort of prison. That's I don't know much there, but it's also heavily guarded on top.
So you said he was sitting outside having a party with people?
Yes, for a while, and then he went inside.
Oh. Man, this guy's brazen. In the middle, he's fighting a war in 2 different cities, and he's got a riot in his prison, and he's outside having dinner.
This guy.
Mage, was his party protected from magic? Can you teleport in there?
I didn't try to teleport in there because I didn't try to get too close. I stayed to the tops of the buildings, but I was able to teleport around the entire city with no problem.
All right, and we can go in there and just, do our normal thing.
So I guess decide what you want to do. I'm going to help you get there, and then I'm going to teleport out and check on Raphael and Rhaegar and Argon at Sunken City.
Can we do? Mage, can we do one thing first? Can we send maybe 2 of us back to the Red Keep to get everybody's stuff? Because we're kind of fighting one hand tied behind our backs right now.
I could take all of you back, and we'd be a lot quicker, probably.
If you feel that's faster.
Sure. Okay, so you guys go into the room. It takes 2 of you at a time. You're standing in the tower in the Red City, and you go through it. He eventually brings anybody who wants to go. And you guys are getting stuff. He comes back to the prisoners, and here's an interesting decision for all the fans that have a character. He says to you, goes, if you like, I can bring you out of this prison to anywhere you like that I've been before. This may be your only chance to escape cleanly and start a new life. I'd be happy to bring you there now. And this will guarantee your survival, of course, in Andaria, and not have to go through whatever fight is about to take place here. If anyone wants to go, just simply let me know and type teleport in the chat. So you see some people trying to decide and figure out what they want to do. Okay, so we're gonna say you guys get all your stuff. Well, anything you want to have access, you have access to. If you want to leave behind, leave behind. So that's your choice. Okay, so you guys come back. You guys all come back to the lock and key prison.
Yes.
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 Oh
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, so you guys will come back, and you all have your armor on, which you didn't have before.
I actually want to do something I haven't been able to do since we got here or prior. I approach Finn, and I hand him the ring that I got off a thorn in the mines. Is there any way you could tell if this is magical or not?
Yeah. All right. I cast detect magic on the ring.
You cast detect magic on which ring?
Thorn's ring, the one that I took off his body when we were fighting him in the mines.
It's a ring of protection +1.
Oh, thank you, Lord.
Oh, it's not magical at all. I'll just take nothing.
It's worthless.
It's worthless, but it matches my robes very well. No. It's it. All right. So we know where Raven is. Our plan is to go and get him.
Get him.
Well,
That's the
kill
plan.
him.
Get him.
Get
What
him.
do we do?
Get him, Ray. That's your plan.
Really? Get him. That's.
Get him. That was your plan.
I mean, this may sound bad, but I think, given the circumstances, a public execution, I think, is warranted. And,
Wow.
this is war right now. He's attacked multiple cities. I mean,
Well, wait. Has he actually attacked yet, or the ships are just waiting in the bay? You know.
Yeah.
Also, maybe we should just like walk in there and like arrest them or something, like all of us.
Wait.
We don't know
We're talking about a lot of different things. This is war. I think his ships showing up outside of those cities and their sovereign, like, within their city space is an act of war, even if they haven't attacked. But it's war. You can't just go and kill the head of state. Like, there's that's against the rules of war. Like, we can't arrest him. It's his city. He's in charge.
What about the rules? He put us in jail. What about those rules?
Well, we came here to steal from him or kill him. Like, again, I don't think he's right, but like, we have to, like, we can go in there. I have no problem. We want to go in there. We want to kidnap him, whatever the case is, right? We're not really, most of us are not affiliated with any states, right? But Arky, if you go and kill him, someone's just going to go and kill you to take over the sunken city, right? Like, that's how these things work. That's why you don't go after heads of state. You fight battles with soldiers because their deaths are meaningless. I mean, whatever.
You had me there for a moment. But...
there is a hypocrisy about this whole thing. I think it's more fair for us to go and say, hey, fight us man to man, man to a group of
we know he's dining
one-on-one
right now.
You want to take him on one-on-one?
A cage match.
Look, I think we'd love if him and Hogar have a one-on-one fight.
I would love to see that.
Is that any different than just going and killing him? Arranging some sort of fight with them?
Yes.
I think I'm just saying, like, we've tried over these last couple of years to be at least cognizant of our own failed morality, right? I've done a lot of things that are not the right thing, and some of the rest of us have done that too. So I think we just want to let's if we're going to take an action, let's take it honestly. That's all I'm saying.
Well, that is what I'm saying. And maybe I don't have the moral conundrums that all of you do, or have the guilt that all of you do. I feel totally comfortable for the good of all the people of Antaria making this decision.
Publicly executing him?
Yes.
Wow. All right.
We go in and make a statement to the people of Ravensclaw that this is it. We are not going to submit to this barbarism and illegality and use of force, all right? We have been pushed far enough. Anyone who seeks to just dominate like this is going to pay a price, all right? We have tried to establish good government, and people like the Raven are destroying it. We end it now and let the people know that that's where we are. And anyone who's going to threaten that could face the same price.
In your face.
Is this the platform
well
that you
said.
ran for mayor under?
Not exactly. Look, I don't know. I'm like really torn up about this because while that sounds awesome, that also sounds like you're saying the only rule of force that counts is our rule of force, and anyone else who tries to do that, well, we're gonna kill them and let you guys know that we're the bosses around here. And like that's what I'm talking about, that slippery slope. But
I like to think
that being said,
if we
I'll bring peace to my new galaxy.
If we go and end the life of one man and it potentially saves thousands of others from fighting, I think that personally I disagree that the soldiers that are fighting this battle are worthless. I think that if we can end this war with the death of one man who has caused this war, then it's on his head.
Well, how do we know that
Yes.
Raven is the end all be all for these pirates? How do you know that these men are and
That's a good question.
I mean, I did just spend 2 years being locked up making the ships that he's used to launch this invasion.
is there anyone behind him? Is there anyone backing him? You say that the pirates are going to be loyal to him. Who's paying? Who has the purse? Who holds the purse strings?
Those are good questions, and I think there are simple two decisions, and we should make it quickly. One is the gold, where we know it is in the prison. The other is to go to Raven, and perhaps there's more at play. If he's having a party, maybe we should find out what's going on exactly. Maybe we infiltrate it, and we decide to kill him. If not, do something else. But time
we have
is wasting.
experience with infiltrating socialite parties.
True. True, we're very good at it.
We're not doing the catering thing again, are we?
I think we're gonna do the whole we're the entertainment thing.
Oh no, not again. Nope, I'm out.
Oh, I want to be in it this time. Last time I had to.
We want to hear your stand-up routine.
This'll get your joke ready. This'll get your joke ready. Get it ready. Get that joke ready.
At least this time I could do a better magic show than some, light prestidigitation.
This will just take
What
out a cricket.
has a deep red smile from ear to ear? Raven's neck after I cut it. What? Bada bing!
All right.
Let's go.
Oh, all right.
So how about this?
That was gross.
Let's go to this where the Raven is right now, and he's dining. Place him and the elite of Raven's Claw under arrest, and we'll take it from there.
How do we know who he's dining with? What if we're walking into a huge trap?
Also, we don't really have the authority to arrest
him.
somebody.
Yeah, we'll arrest
So
him.
either we kidnap him or
Yeah. I think kidnap him.
I'm the mayor of Sunken City. I'm arresting him under that authority, and that's good enough for me. If anyone's willing to back me.
But Arky, we're not in the Sunken City right now. Oh, that's the problem.
Is this a jurisdictional discussion? Is that what we're having right now?
I think
ships out there.
You're not the mayor of the world.
He's attacking my city. He's attacking our.
You're right. You're right. I'm with you all the way.
Notorious.
You've all suddenly gotten so.
You're bursting out his bubble.
I'm with you all the way, but still,
But I'm not.
I don't think he's gonna just be like, okay, arrest me.
No, it's not going to be the smoothest thing. It may get a little rough.
Two Mage, how many guards were watching over this party?
It was the most heavily guarded area of the whole city.
Of course.
That's fine. Just for my own clarification, Arky, do you have a actual working suit now?
Yes, its abilities are somewhat uncertain to me. I know a few. Tony, what is it again?
Looks like
a
you
crazy
pretty
suit.
well.
It could be a boat.
Robbie. You have to have it. I don't have it with me right now.
So what you're trying to say?
No, that suit is nothing. That suit is nothing. There wasn't another suit that you had somewhere else that we could go get right now?
Didn't we just
designing it before the boat trip?
You've had 2 years. You didn't build a suit.
No suit. He was mayoring the whole time.
I'm busy.
Come on.
All right.
Mayor.
More than one night. Come on. What are you doing?
Hopefully you can take bullet hits, at least. All right.
Sparky says, Raven needs to die. What's right is right. So we have to, no rules. That's it.
Southpack Steakhouse? Let's do it.
Outback Steakhouse.
So then we should kidnap him.
Curbside takeaway?
We should
That's
wait till he leaves the party, or maybe he has to go and
I don't think we have enough time for that, because if there's a full-on battle over at the Sunken City and over at Rhaegar, we might have minutes, maybe a couple hours at best.
But if we can kidnap him, maybe we can prevent that battle.
I'm moving you guys forward 1 hour in time. You've lost 1 hour to debating, which means the ships are that much closer.
No.
Just a heads
If
up.
Two Mage said he went inside the building, he might be isolated. If we could teleport directly outside the building, then go inside, the inside may not be as heavily guarded, and we may be able to have an easier time finding him.
Two Mage, how big was this building that he went into?
It is, it's about the size of many of the warehouses, I would say, but it's actually very detailed and very lustrous.
So it's kind of like his little mansion on the hill, I guess you could say.
Something of the sort, I suppose.
Mansion crawl.
Mansion crawl. You've never lived until you've done a mansion crawl.
Mansions and mayors. Let's go.
Mansions and mayors. Yeah.
Maniac Mansion. Is it Maniac Mansion?
Maniac Mansion. I'm going to go fight the fleet.
Oh man, I'm hitting it with Maniac Mansion. The green tentacle.
So all right, let's
go. Let's do it.
How do we know there aren't the anti-magic crystals in the walls around him where he goes?
We don't. We
Okay.
have no clue.
Well, we actually would be able to teleport in there if they were, would we? So I think that shouldn't be too much of an.
Two-Mage, did you view him from afar or?
Afar.
Yes, that's what he said he did.
So you weren't within the walls, were you?
No.
So the question is, do we go by street? Do we go by teleport to the roof and go down? Do we just knock on his front door? How do you want to do this?
Douglas Kramer says he's expecting you. If he doesn't know the prison was overrun, you're underestimating him.
Exactly.
Wow.
Ooh. Lou Cordani is very excited about Maniac Mansion. What's up, Lou? How's it going?
That's the first thing I heard that I understood in the last hour.
He's like, nerd. Maniac Mansion, yeah. Nerd.
I don't know who it was who just put that comment about the fact that we're underestimating him, but that guy's right.
It's a very good possibility.
And we could be wasting our time if Raven has no hold over this fleet.
Two-Mage already said it was the most heavily guarded area. I mean, like, what are we thinking? We're just gonna walk up and take them? Like,
here's an idea from Billy Hansen. He says, "Use fireball, blast the front door."
I was actually thinking the same thing. I was just thinking blasting the roof. Like, let's get above it and just blow the roof off the place.
We could ask the ring if this is all a trap.
It is all. It is a trap. But yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So you are able to ask the ring a detailed question. It doesn't have to be yes or no.
All right. So again, we know where the Raven is now. So that's one question that we don't have to ask it. I feel like here's a piece of knowledge that we could have before we do something that could end this, very unsuccessfully for us. Let's take that time. Where do we want to ask it?
What if we ask the ring, how can we get to the Raven as quickly as possible without being hurt?
Or dead.
Or dead.
I don't like it. I don't think that's a good question.
All of a sudden, you hear a huge bang from Wexel's laboratory.
What was that? I'm going to check
I run
it out.
inside.
You see Volt and the other people helping him out with the many spells. They're all backed up and they're all like this. And you see sitting up is this huge wooden golem with the elvish, made of elvish wood. In the center of his chest plate is this amber crystal that's actually glowing a little bit fuchsia from time to time. And you can even see around it is like the stalk of the black rose entwined in it. And you see he's just sitting up and looking around.
Golem. Stand.
He looks at you, Tom. He's like,
oh God.
All right.
He stands up. He stands up.
God,
He's about 8 feet tall, a little bit taller than Hogar.
Oh.
Much bigger than I anticipated. Go. That's awesome. That's awesome.
He's standing right in front of you.
Golem. You were made
This is
with
your
part
view.
of my essence.
He's cold.
He's cold.
You see, I'm cold.
I can't take my eyes away.
I don't want to look, but I can't turn away. You see him look down. He's right in front of you, Tom. And he looks down, and he sees the ring on where you're wearing, the ring of Andaria, and he looks at you, and his eyes like widen. And like he looks at the ring, and he kneels, takes one knee, and he kneels down.
Wow.
Okay. All right.
Well, let's take him with us.
Yeah. Golem. Travel with us.
Half Arch goes Groot.
Travel with us and protect me always. Sorry to be selfish, boys.
He stands up and he like nods.
All right.
You see him actually touch his throat. He almost tries to speak, and he's not able to speak. Then he just stops. He just goes back to standing there.
Does his throat look wounded, or does it just look like?
What
It looks like it's It looks like it's still wounded. Yes, he's Bumblebee because Bumblebee had a trouble with
We
his
need to
voice,
get him a
so
radio.
therefore, He's Bumblebee.
Wow.
Okay.
He's Groodlebee.
This is amazing. You were able to heal him. I'm addressing the the people in the room.
That was Volt, Van, and I believe 2 others. Just come forth and let us know who you are. If
Wow.
you were casting mending on it. So yeah, that's
amazing job.
That is incredible.
The fans brought it back.
Awesome.
Jared Woods goes, kneel before Zod.
Yeah.
Peter Heffernan goes, and the crowd goes wild.
I'm stoked about this. All right.
Here's one more thing before we go. Kyle Wright. He goes, here's my 2 copper. The Raven is a crafty guy. He took the money to demoralize everyone and turn the heroes to him. Therefore, the building he's in is a trap to kill you. Everyone should leave the gold and this city. Pick a city to go and defend and deal with the gold later. Greed is death.
Agreed.
Agreed. A death.
Agreed.
I think that's wise.
No agreed.
500 stars from Scott Weber. Sparky yells, we are wasting hours. Come on, guys. Let me and Love and the prisoners go to the vault. At least we can find if the treasure is gone.
Got a point.
Sounds
If you
good.
want to do that, go to the vault.
Okay, Sparky, be careful.
Well, I want to go by myself. I'll go with
You
Love.
just say you want to go by yourself with the prisoners.
Scott Weber made me say it. Fine, I'll go.
Take some of them with you.
Love, can you come with me? Yeah, I'll go. Well, where we go?
That's like the ultimate duo.
I'll jump in your back and I'll tell you where to go. Which is probably gonna kill us both. But let's go.
Yeah, I mean, look. All right, I tend to agree that we should leave. I really do. I think that we should go and try and fight one of these fleets. I think that anything that we do here is pointless if those fleets still exist. I really do. I think that even if we kill Raven, free this city, get everybody behind here, 1,000 ships could just come and take it all back and say, I'm the new Raven. 500 ships can come and take it back. 100 ships can come and take it back. We don't know how to fight ships with bullets and guns. Okay? So we have to figure out a way to defeat those fleets. I think that's that's it. I don't know. That's my 2 cents.
If that's the case,
So
then
we go to either the red. We can go to Rhaegar, the Red City, or the Sunken City.
Well, we have no reason to go to Red City. I mean, we were just there. We got our stuff. There's nothing going on there. It's either the Sunken City or Rhaegar, and I think the better idea is Rhaegar, because if we help them, then at least we have a potential ally. We go to the Sunken City. We got nothing there. We have nothing to defend with at the Sunken City.
Oh, Volt stayed. Okay, so sorry, guys. Volt stayed at who led the. Very smart. Volt actually opted out to stay when he went to the Red City before, so I think Volt might be the only one that teleported out of here with 2 mage and then stayed at the Red City. Very smart, because you're just guaranteed you're going to live past this. So, very good. Although so far it's just debating. There's no action yet. So, we'll see what happens. Mister does it. I just sitting there. Mister walks over and puts his hand to the golem, and you see the golem get a little funny. He's just standing there. You see a hand come up to him. Whoa. Now I'm gonna help you. Whoa. No, let me help you. Whoa. Oh no.
Gollum, let him help. Let him help.
Oh, okay. Nice. Nice.
I thought he couldn't talk yet.
No, I'm sorry. He can't.
You went from like to like talking.
I was doing a whole other story.
What is the force of human being?
So it doesn't happen. So
that was excellent.
So we're gonna have to make a clip there. So he puts his hand up to him, and you see like the wood kind of like finishes up, and you see the light light kind of goes up and goes where the wood was replaced, and you see the Golem immediately grabs his throat. He looks around. He doesn't say anything.
Gollum, is your throat healed? Can you speak?
Yes, speak, I can. You are now speaking to Ormond.
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 All right.
Nice to have
Ormond,
you with us.
yes. You are very, very powerfully powered by this giant crystal inside you. Do you know what you can do?
Knowledge I do not have.
All right.
Ancient I am.
An ancient?
No. Very old.
Okay. All right. All right.
All right.
Where's the crystal from inside of you?
Say again.
Does he know where the crystal is inside of him?
Crystal, yes, located here.
Okay.
All right. Can we please make a decision?
All right.
I'm willing to go with the Rhaegar.
Rhaegar?
idea. If we think we have a chance, let's try Rhaegar.
Yes.
Let's go to Rhaegar.
That's definitely the most heroic thing to do. So let's do
Just
that.
to warn you, Raphael is there.
All right. We're not going to Rhaegar. I'm sorry.
Raphael,
Raphael, he's got it.
already.
All right.
He's
all right.
got it. I'm sure it's over already.
Yeah, he's totally fine. The ward one.
All right. Before again, we've got this ask the planet anything card. Let's use it before we make a final decision. Make sure that we're making the best decision.
I think we need to know who Raven's working for ultimately. I don't think it's himself.
I agree, but I don't know if that helps us
Or who,
now.
Maybe if you ask a larger question, since
Who
the
you
answer
working-
would be more in depth.
who's he working with?
Who is
Who is number 2 working for?
who
boss
is
buddy.
number 2 work for?
Okay.
Show him who's boss.
Yeah, right. How about a courtesy flush? All right. How about something that we can get a good detailed answer that may help us solve this problem?
Scott Weber says, "Is Raven here in the city?" He's suggesting that.
What? How about something like, what are Raven's plans past conquest of these cities? And I don't know.
I would like to know what his relationship is with the Queen. Why they're sitting on the doorstep as well.
I just don't want to ask a question that turns out like there is no relationship, and then we have nothing.
What is the driving force behind Raven, or who or what is forcing this war to take place, or what is the?
I don't think we should use the question yet. That's what I think.
I
We
just
don't
feel like-
have a clear question to ask, so maybe we shouldn't ask it yet. That's what I think.
Maybe we'll know more when we get to Rhaegar.
Why don't we just ask what Raven's plan is?
You could.
It's simple but yet effective.
Okay, I'm doing it. I get down on my knee.
Elf Arch agrees with
Raven's
Fro.
plan could just be to like chill by himself somewhere in an island.
When you go down your knee, the Golem goes down on a knee with you.
Cool.
Raven Daria. And Daria, I ask of thee, what is the Raven's plan? What does he hope to accomplish?
Hi!
It has been a long time since we spoke, Planet.
Raven Raven's plan is dangerous. Everyone joining right now is very confused. Here we go. Raven's plan is dangerous. He wishes to distract the heroes of the Red City and take the Western waters for himself. And at the end, betray those who believe that he has an agreement with.
Okay. All right. Okay.
That's it.
All right. So here we go. Here we go.
We go to war.
Raven's plan right now involves, I think, making the queen think that there's an alliance, but he plans on betraying her afterwards. He wants all of these oceans for himself. Okay, so we have a possibility. Maybe we go to Sunken City first and we try and address the queen's forces and let them know that we have magical evidence, I guess, that the Raven is attempting to betray them.
Okay.
If you can turn into Captain Andaria and float above the water and address the Queen's fleet as Captain Andaria and tell them that you got this information from the planet itself, that might work.
Tony, I'm right there with you.
The Earth told me.
Yeah.
Andaria told me. The Earth of Andaria.
So,
Why would the fleet captain?
What little?
No, I think we should go to the other fleet. I think we should go to.
But why would
the other fleet?
What birds?
Didn't even care.
Not the Sunken City. Where is it? Rhaegar? Is that it?
Yes.
Yeah, that's Rhaegar.
That's where we should be going. That's my opinion. That fleet.
Let's do it.
Not the Sunken City fleet. The other one.
I love that we 100% have no, like, we're so at odds with each other about what we think the right thing to do here is.
I mean, I'll go along with you guys, whatever you want to do, but that's my.
Yeah. I still think that, like, Rob, like, that Arky thinks, no, we should just be attacking Raven. Like, I feel like he really does think that that's the right thing to do in this situation.
Maybe it is.
I'm killing another hour.
All right, so wait, so
Awesome.
put it this way. So if we go to Rhaegar, right, and we manage to win at Rhaegar, and we get the gnomes on our side,
Rhaegar,
right?
Rhaegar.
Sorry, Rhaegar, right? If we go there and we get the gnomes on our side, that effectively, let's say, maybe it defeats his whole fleet there, maybe. I mean, the planet told us we're being distracted by him, so that we're in a course of inaction right now, which is basically what we're doing. And it's working. It's effectively working. If we go and attack him, might it be beneficial? Yes. Do we know what's going to be beneficial? No. He's heavily guarded. We don't know what's in there. It could be anything. The whole place could be just booby trapped to blow up as soon as we step in the door. It could be anything. At least if we go to where the fleet is, we know what's there, right? And if we defeat one of the fleets, then the queen or whoever he's working with is going to be like, well, maybe he's not as strong as he says he is.
Yes.
Just a thought.
Okay, well, if that's the case, then we have to go to the fleet that the queen's forces are there. We have to go to the Sunken City then and defeat that fleet in front of the queen.
But we have no way of doing that.
We have no way of doing that either. Rhaegar doesn't have a fleet to fight 1,000 ships.
Yeah,
if
but
they did, they wouldn't need us.
At least they have a fortress.
Wait, but how do we? I mean, I'm all for fracturing the alliance between the Raven and the Queen, but the Queen is our enemy. She's attacked the Sunken City before. We destroyed Raven's fleet. I mean, that's great, but how do we know the Queen just doesn't attack? The Queen's not going to become our ally. I don't think there's any chance of that.
The Queen is waiting for the Raven to do her dirty work, and then she's going to swoop in and take the city. He wants the waterways, she wants the land, and she wants the Red City. It's that simple. And then when he has her landlocked, he's going to blow her fleet out of the water. It's logic.
So then what do we do?
I don't I
We
don't
gotta
know.
go to Rhaegar and get help from the gnomes. They're the closest
Aren't
ally.
they already helping us? The gnomes are already on our side. The
They're
Raven.
not on anybody's side.
He took care of that by attacking both of us.
But they're not.
we're
Yeah, but they're
both
not on our
against the
side. They're not
Raven.
fighting with us.
The fans are getting restless.
I say we go to
everyone's asking for you
Rhaegar
guys.
at the very least,
All right,
just to check in with Raphael.
let's do it.
Agreed.
So to Rhaegar.
The Rhaegar.
Okay, 2 mages teleports everyone to Rhaegar. The prisoners that stayed along and didn't choose to go out and teleport, you are with them. Type in here to let me know that you are with them, so I can kind of keep track. Guys, for anyone having problems with audio or video, you can head over to YouTube and Twitch and see how it works over there. If you cannot hear me, then you don't hear this message. Let's continue. You guys arrive at Rhaegar, and you arrive in the same spot that Raphael was left. And you see Raphael is like near the end of this huge contract. There's like a big pile of papers, like this, and he's got like a couple left. And he's like reading through them. I would say you guys are up in that room with the big clock where King Bellman usually is, but you can hear explosions and all these different things outside, and he's just reading the contract.
Raphael, what did you find out?
Oh, hey, yeah. So, I read this. I pretty much read this at like the speed of like probably like I don't know, like 42 times the speed of like an average person on it in Daria.
Raphael,
So
Raphael,
like,
I don't mean to cut you off, but we need the short version. There's a war going on outside.
I usually actually give the shortest versions because I feel like that I have such a
You're
vocabulary.
not doing it
that
now, buddy.
It could be a million words long, but I bring it down to only like like a couple hundred. So
Short.
even shorter. Okay, so I've been reading it and it's very long, and I basically have learned all the rules and like what can and can't be done. If the king agrees to it, I did find like a loophole that we could actually like take him to the gold and he could see where it is and we could just claim it that way. We don't have to bring the gold to him, but he has to agree to that. So that's like what I learned that I think could help us out. But I don't really know if like the king wants to do that. But if I was king, I think I would let everyone do that because like it's like a very like noble thing to do, and I'm pretty much like a noble kind of person, and I feel like that even when I was younger, hanging out with all the children and all my friends and everything else, I was known to be like the one that was like better than everyone else at being like a noble and a good guy. So that's just what I'm thinking.
So we can get the king to go. Okay. So potentially we can get the king to go to Raven's Claw to see where the gold is, and then we can claim it. Is that what you're saying? Yes.
Yeah, I think it's pretty clear what I just said before.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm just
all right.
Making sure because there was a lot of filler in there that we didn't need. But okay.
What about the invasion? What's happening with the invasion?
I haven't had time to really look at the invasion because I was reading this giant document that lasts for like 64 pages and it was very small print. I would say if I had to give it a size, I would give it a size like 4.7 font, which I think is actually pretty accurate considering
so
that.
Okay. Let's see what the hell's going on outside because the document's pretty useless if we don't win.
Where's King Bellamon?
I'm not really sure. I believe all the gnomes are outside, like fighting. They said they're like unleashing like the secret weapon of their ships and such like that. And that when they all got very excited, and then they all like left really quick. And I was like, okay, I'll see you later. I'll be right here.
King Bellamon is fighting.
I don't know if like King Bellamon himself is fighting, but they were all like really excited and getting all geeky and like about some like something they have. I don't know.
Like what?
You gotta see this.
Oh God.
Let's go.
If this is anything like your suit, Arky, we're gonna have a problem.
It's a fleet of Arky's useless suits.
We'll air fry this fleet to death.
We will fry all the air, and then they can't breathe.
Nouns. Nouns.
Okay, so where do you guys go?
Let's find the king. Or try to find the king.
Okay, so in the era of in the sport of hurrying this along, you guys teleported to the top of the mountain where you're able to get a vantage point. Two mages just been ferrying people up with his teleportation spell, and you guys have like this huge view. You're at the top of the entire mountain, and you're overlooking on the ledge, and you are seeing that the fleets of Raven basically have surrounded the island on many sides, but there's actually more of them in the front where the doors are, and they're trying to pummel the doors. Now on the outsides, and they're pretty much around almost the whole thing. But on the outside and the back, you see these long boats coming out of the back of the island, and they're still coming out, and they're so long that like you can tell they're just huge and flat on top. There's no railings; it's just very flat. That's what you see.
Arky, what is that?
Do they seem to be some sort of demolition ships, Tony, or something? Would I, by looking at them, get a sense of what they are?
You're not sure. You've never seen them before.
I don't know if this'll...
Are those long ships coming from Rhaegar?
Yeah, they're coming out of the port that you guys freed up, actually. Because there was a waterway in there, and if you traveled, which you guys never went, but there's a waterway to the side.
How many are there?
There's 2 large ships coming out. The whole city is in war mode right now. They're not like, there's no local guards hanging out. Everyone's just at war.
Do we see any gnomes on the boats, those that are coming out? Or is it like...
Not yet. And it's pretty far away from you.
All right.
Seren 4 got it right. Seren 4 take 25 experience points. If anyone sees it, you can announce it here.
Gnome aircraft carriers?
Yes, guys. Dungeons and Dragons first. I have invented gnomish aircraft carriers.
Well, are there any aircraft on them? Don't know.
Okay, so that's what's happening. They're pummeling. They're pummeling the side of the mountain. You see, they're trying to cause it to like collapse in. Although it doesn't seem to be very effective, because they've probably been pummeling for a while, and you don't see any breaching. They've been firing at the doors, which you can't get a vantage point on the main doors into the bay inside. You don't know whether that's successful or not, but they're just firing and unleashing. It looks like it's almost like they're not really doing a lot because they're attacking the outside of a mountain with cannonballs, but maybe they're trying to intimidate them and they think they're going to give up. But that's basically where you are right now, and you can roleplay.
Does there look like there's a lead ship anyplace? Anything that's like larger than the others, or maybe something that's flying?
Every once in a while, you see a couple of ships that look like they're probably more of like a command ship, but it's not like one central command ship.
All right.
And that should tell you something.
All right. I first I go to Two Mage. I go, Two Mage, can you get back to the second city and see if there's what's going on there and report back to us? Because if they're in worse states than these people are right here, we should go there instead.
Yes, of course. I'll be back in a moment.
All right, I won't leave this spot. All right, so okay, they look like they have enough technology to actually make a fight here, and they look like they're doing well. So really, all we need to do to get them on our side is make a show of the fact that we are helping kill these guys, right? I don't think we need to all stay here. I think that we might be able to go somewhere else and maybe do more good, because the Second City doesn't have any of that. Whatever those things are, whatever air like I imagine like there's flying devices that should go on them if they're aircraft carriers, but I don't know. Anyway, we don't have any of that back in the Second City. If they can fight or at least sustain, maybe we leave a couple of people here with Talkie and
Talkie.
So Tony,
and we just start attacking these things with them.
Tony,
show that we're allies, etc.
Back to the question I was asking before with the lead ship, right? The ones that do look like lead ships, are they all flying the same flags, or are they all flying different flags?
All different flags.
Okay, so then I go, well, back to what I was saying in the prison. If you guys look around, look at all the flags on all these ships. They're all independent people. There isn't one solid group of ships here. So whoever they're hiring individual people. So if you take out the head, they all scatter.
But okay, I understand your point. I do. But how do you even communicate that to them? They're already attacking. Like, if we had already killed Raven, we came here like Raven's dead. Like, how do we even tell them?
I'm just saying, but we need to do something. I'm with you.
I'm with you.
They're not a unified force, is what I'm getting.
Right.
So if we get them to separate, we're in good shape.
Okay.
So Finn, could you light up a couple of these command ships? Send a message.
Yeah, probably.
Two mage pops back in. It's pretty bad. Argon is there. He's getting the people to safety right now. There's not much set up. There's there's ships basically in the harbor, and they're not even boarding. They're just laying into the harbor, destroying the entire city, not caring about saving any of the city for themselves if they take it over. It's more of a destructive force instead of an occupation.
Oh God.
It's pretty bad.
Okay. I asked him the same question I observed here. Are the forces the same way there? Are they different lead ships, or are they unified, or are they just a bunch of?
I did, not that I looked very detailed, but I did notice that it was all Ravens banners.
It was all Ravens banners there.
Yes, I didn't see anything else.
So he sent his ships to what's it called, to the Sunken City to make a presence known for the Queen, and then he hired all the mercenaries and sent the mercenaries here. Guy's smart.
Yeah. All right.
Is there a way that we can cause a fog in the water? This way they can't attack or they can't see the targets. That might
nothing that obscure a city. I think I might be able to go and I don't know if they're close to the city bombarding and they're tightly packed. I might be able to use Captain Andaria to put a hurting on them.
500 stars from Scott Weber. Sparky says, "I'll cast Skywrite and make huge cloud letters that say turn on Raven, and every man gets 100 gold pieces."
Go for it.
Wow, not a bad idea, Sparky.
Any idea is a good idea. Let's do it. Again, guys.
Tim, what about the potions that you found in Wexel's lab?
That's not a city-wide potion. That's like a a 6-foot area.
He did wild magic. Maybe it is.
Maybe it is. I don't know for certain. I haven't used it. Potions aren't my strongest suit.
Okay.
Okay. So Sparky starts to cast the spell. He's already up very high on the top of the mountain, and you see him starts throwing his gnomish magic into it, and you see the letters start forming. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna roll to see everyone who has access to a D20 on Twitch, and with the crew members that you're dying in front of you. If anyone rolls a natural 20, every natural 20 rolled, I will roll 1d100 for ships that are like, I'll take that deal.
No.
Oh boy.
If you want to use rerolls, I will allow it also. You have to call them out before you do so. And everyone on Twitch, you can take one
11.
roll.
18.
And if you get it.
14.
19. This is ridiculous.
17.
It's a great time for rerolls. One of you guys.
We have 6 in the totem. For your information.
6.
Somebody use one. Somebody use one at least.
All right, I'll reroll.
I'll tell you what, on reroll,
Oh,
I was about to say I'll allow 19 and 20 on reroll.
Oh!
Hey!
19. That was a reroll.
All right,
so now
only on the reroll.
Yeah.
So that makes a what? A 1d100?
Right.
Yeah, before you do that, anyone else rolling, or is it off?
I'm done.
Yeah.
Someone for Audio Dungeon rolled a natural 20. Who rolled that?
Yeah. On Twitch?
Yeah, who was that? Who rolled it?
One of the other crew members?
Yeah, probably. They rolled it natural 20, so I guess
That's awesome. That's got to count.
Yeah, I'll count it.
All right, I've got a personal reroll. I have a personal reroll. I will use that now. See if I can get a 19 or a 20. No.
Okay, are we done?
I am.
I think so.
So we got 2.
Okay, Mike, I'm gonna give you the extra reroll, the 1d100, and Rob, you can roll the other 1d100. Good luck, guys.
$59.
59. That's not bad.
Bad.
Better than average.
Yeah.
80.
80.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm washing out a cool Budweiser. Okay, 139 ships see this message, and just being pirates, either great or lesser intelligence, thinking that there's truth to this or not really knowing, and after some frustration of not getting through the mountain, they're like, they take.
So, how much gold did we just promise?
100 gold to every man.
To every man.
So 139
Don't
ships.
believe everything you read in the sky. That's what I always say, you know?
That's coming out of Sunken City's coffers.
Don't believe everything you get, all the information you get from the cloud.
Very nice. Well done. All right.
What Raphael said, that if we can get Bellamon to the vault and just get him to witness its existence, is that, if I understand it correctly, that's what legitimize our claim to this gold, which we now are apparently going to use to pay all these pirates.
Whatever. We're not going to pay these the pirates. Who cares? We don't have to pay them. We have 3 days to do that. We want to see if we can save any part of the sunken city. It's getting blown into the water right now.
Argon's evacuating. I think that's the right idea.
Give it up.
I must help Argon. It is very bad there. I will put you guys on the mission wherever you want to go, and then I'm going to help the sunken city. Where do you wish to go?
Do we want to go kill Raven now, or do we want to go to the sunken city?
Sunken City.
Well, back to my point about killing the Raven. I know we're kind of flip flopping here.
I must go almost immediately. I would need a quick decision.
All right, so
Hogar, you're
Tony,
the boss.
If Raven's forces are all in the sunken city and we kill the Raven, they're loyal to him, right? So if we kill him and we drop his head on the lead commander's deck, guess what? They're probably going to retreat. They got no leader. That's just my opinion.
Hogar?
I think he might be frozen. Hogar.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
What's up?
Tony, the next time that Two Mage teleports, can I mimic his spell and I would be able to teleport all of us the way he does?
That's like a very unusual thing that he does. It's kind of like an innate ability from a different world. It's the only reason why. Yeah, so that's the only thing. One of the things you can't do.
Okay. All right.
That's a good try, though. That was good.
It's a very good.
It's a good idea. Yeah, that was a good idea.
It was Evan gave me an idea, actually. Thank you, Evan.
So what are our options? We go to the sunken city and try and help with the evacuation, or
it's 10:12. At 10:14, the second strike to 10:14, Two Mage is going to leave because he's worried about everybody else. So make sure you say if you're going or not before that. It's 10:13 right now. Go ahead.
Raven's Claw or Sunken City, Hogar? Which one are we doing? Are we going for the Raven?
Sunken City. I think the Raven's just such a...
We can't do anything there. There's nothing for us to do in the Sunken City.
I agree. I don't think we should go to the Sunken City. Two Mage and Argon can help with the evacuation, because that's what I would do there as well.
The options are either stay here and fight here in Rhaegar, or we go back to Raven's Claw and kill
enough.
Raven.
It's enough.
What?
It's time to kill the Raven. Let's go.
Thank you. Decisions.
All right.
Finally, let's do it.
All right.
Let's get this jerk.
Samuel just like jolts awake and are we going to kill someone now? Thank God.
Yes. There's finally a plan. Let's do it.
All right.
Right, plan.
Yeah, the plan is our normal plan.
Go get him.
Get him. That's the plan.
Get him. We're back to that. That's what we started.
Do you wish for me to bring you near the governmental district, right near Raven's mansion?
Yeah.
On top of it, near it.
I'm nauseous.
Where were you when you saw it? Bring us to that spot. You know, magic works there. Yeah, bring us there.
Excellent. Here we go. I will check it first.
Raphael, are you coming?
Disappears.
No. Raphael stays here and blows up ships.
Two Mage, how do we get back once we're there?
I'll message him. I'll message him.
Okay.
Okay. Comes back. Sparky says, he says, you know, I feel like I'm from Rhaegar. I feel like I should really be here with them. So I think I'm gonna stay and help.
Okay.
Okay.
Good luck, Sparky. Thank you.
Lump goes, I go kill Raven.
All right.
And you see Ormond looks over and he goes, Raven, I will kill. Who is Raven?
Raven is
we'll
our
point
enemy.
him out.
Ormond.
Yeah. He's responsible for this. We'll show you. We'll point to him.
Jacques says, actually, I don't know. Where do you guys want Jacques? Jacques? I feel like Jacques wants to stay and look after Sparky, but he also wants to go to Raven. Where do you want to put him? You can leave him with Sparky, increase Sparky's odds.
I'd
leave
leave
him
him
go.
with Sparky. Oh, yeah.
Sparky. Leave him with Sparky.
Yeah, and Raphael. He might be able to get Raphael to actually take action.
I'll have you know that like my actions are actually pretty useful. Okay, I got you. Don't worry, I got them. Here we go. Okay, so the rest of you go. You take Ormond with you, I imagine?
Yes.
Okay, you take Lump, Ormond, and that's it for NPCs. And then you have the fans with you, which I believe everyone's going. If anyone wants to stay Rhaegar, write Rhaegar. If anyone wants to go with the party, write party. It's either party or Rhaegar. And here we go. So you guys.
Oh, the Rhaegar party.
For the no, don't write Rhaegar party.
Ain't no party like a Rhaegar party.
You guys know that. You guys know firsthand. You had the most vicious Rhaegar party ever.
Right, that's why we're in this situation.
Boots and pants and boots and pants and boots and pants. You guys teleport across the way from Raven's mansion, and you're in. I don't have a way to mark it on the map, but if you look in the bottom left of the map, you'll see where it gets like very pointy on like the right side where it's like dark where the walls are. There's a big building right there. That's the mansion. You guys are 2 squares to the left in that weird where that weird thing is, which I believe, if I remember correctly, is a statue of the Raven. So you're right above that.
Oh.
You guys appear. You're up there on the roof, looking down. Two Mage says, "Good luck. Let's hopefully we see a quick end to this."
Thank you.
He goes, "Okay, guys, you're on your own. Roleplay."
All right. So
is the party still going on?
Yeah, it's kicking.
So there's a bunch of people like eating hors d'oeuvres and like standing around. Like, is that kind of what we see?
So it's basically you see that people are walking in and out of this building, and people are actually have plates and forks, and they do have hors d'oeuvres and such like that. There are waiters walking around. There's a lot of waiters walking around, all wearing white that are serving them. And you see everyone looks like they're like all these rich people, and you see they've actually blocked off the entire city from a right to the south of where you see those 3 ports. If you look at the map, you're gonna see 3 ports right to the north of where you are. And it's basically blocked off south of those ports down, and they're using this whole area as like a party and a hangout and some sort of celebration, whatever they're celebrating. And again, the more closer you get to the mansion is where the more elite socialites and powerful figures perhaps would be.
All right, so I say we try to get eyes on him, and then we wait for the right moment when he, is in a vulnerable spot, and we just go take care of business.
Are we looking to get inside the mansion at all, or are we going to wait until he comes outside?
Well, I think maybe somebody's got to go in to try to see where he is.
Should someone sneak in first just to make sure he's there?
Yeah, he knows what we all look like.
Gathard is with you. The Dragonborn says, he turns to you guys and he says, "Just so you know, I have my lightning breath back."
Nice.
Oh, good to know.
Scott Walter says, "Have fun storming the mansion."
Wait, which building were we on again? I'm sorry.
You're on the building. If you can tell, if you look at the bottom wall, you're 3 up from the bottom wall, and right next to that little black blurb in the middle of the governmental district. There's only one dark area in the governmental district, and you're left of it.
Okay, so we're behind the statue. Is it taller than the building, or is it?
It's about as tall as the building.
Okay.
I'm not sure what kind of magical capabilities everybody else has, but I can make 5 people invisible.
Ooh.
It's not nothing.
It ain't nothing. All right.
That could be helpful.
I
If
guess
nothing
I'm
doesn't
going.
work there, it will be nothing.
So we really want to try and do some kind of.
Wait here.
What?
Yes. No. Maybe.
What was
I
that?
didn't hear what you said.
Do you just want me to go and use wait here?
Yes.
That sounds good.
You're gonna go.
Just let us
The
know
plan is
exactly
to go.
to find out exactly where the Raven is. But once we know that, what do? Are we just going and getting him in front of everybody, or something?
Yeah, I think at this point we are right. We're gonna go in there, and we'll kill anyone who tries to stop us.
Yeah.
And we're gonna take him. And if he doesn't just say, "Okay, I'll come with you," willingly under arrest, then we'll kill him.
Shiva says, "Well, I've got some sweet moves, and I can distract people." And she jumps down the side of the walls. She's a monk, and she goes down there and she starts doing a performance near outside of the mansion and starts doing the robot. Ormond,
I see you've been watching the show a lot.
Ormond's clapping his hands. He likes it
Oh.
from far away. Marlon Johnson's gone with you. He is with you. Catherine will say, "Why not light his home on fire? In the chaos, the party takes out the Raven."
Yeah, I was thinking more just like smash and grab kind of a thing.
I'm more concerned to see if magic even works over there. So
Vinny, do you want
to?
Vinny, half elf Ark, or I don't know how to say his name. Health Ark wants to know if you want to rogue with you. You want help?
I don't know, but this'll. Well, I was planning to go over there invisible, so
Maybe, and we need to know how many guards are in there. And if we go in there and there's 100 guards,
He said there was a lot. He said there was a lot too, Mage.
I mean, I hate to say this again, but if once we know he's in there and the elite are in there, do we just decapitate Ravensclaw without even trying to go in and arrest him?
Like take a whole building?
Just destroy the building.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we're all right.
That's what I thought that's what I
Right.
thought we were doing. I was just gonna I was gonna destroy the roof of the building, and then we just jump in there and just kill everyone we saw. The only thing that we have to worry about is that Raven runs away before we have a chance to get him.
I really don't want to kill everybody in there because there might be people from other cities that are friendly to us in there potentially.
Right.
Maybe there might even be people from Solst here. We don't
Right.
know.
Well,
But I
that's
would
what
kind of like to know what we're against first before we just go and start blowing stuff up.
Well, yeah, that's exactly. So Thistle, you're our man.
So
Find out the
I
deal.
need to be invisible first off because I'm going to use that to test to see if magic works over there or not.
Okay.
Good idea.
You sneak over there.
Well, I'm gonna take an invisibility.
Okay.
I'm gonna sneak over there like as if I don't have invisibility.
Oh, okay.
And pay attention.
So, just a mechanics question: does any other caster have invisibility? Because I can only cast spells at a 5th level, which makes 5 people invisible. So I'll probably save that.
Okay.
Well, it's
Save
only
it.
me that has
Save it for now. Yeah, save it for now.
Cool. So
All right, I'll make him
do
invisible.
that.
I'll make him invisible.
All right. And I'm gonna use that as
Okay.
my catalyst to see if there's anti-magic over that way, like there is in the prison.
Okay. So you go down there. You start walking over, like you're not invisible, but you are. As you get really close to it, you don't feel like people are seeing you, and there's a couple of things that makes you feel pretty confident that they can't. So you're walking right near the front door. There are guards there. They don't stop you. You don't look like a royal or a rich or anything right now. So it looks like it's working.
Okay. I want to get a lay of the land around the building. I want to see if there's any other exits or entrances into or out besides the front door.
Okay. You take a look around the building. There is another entrance on the west side of the building, which is the down part of the map. It's like it looks like more of like a servant's door.
Okay.
And there's just the main door that is on the same side as the statue.
So is the servant's door guarded as well?
There was a guard hanging out there. He's actually talking to some of the servants, but he's not doing much. They're just going in and out, doing things, moving things around.
Okay. But the two guards, obviously, at the front door are pretty attentive, I'm assuming, correct?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Are there any windows, or I'm assuming there are maybe around the building someplace, or?
Yeah, there are windows.
1 story, 2 stories?
Let me confirm
3
that.
stories?
I want to look really quickly. Oh no, so I forget. So there are no windows. There's no windows. Just two doors.
It's one floor of this building, or is it two?
It's one floor. All high ceilings. So the map is up. You're gonna get the benefit of looking at the entire map right now. If you, I mean, in character, we can say that you're looking through. Do you go into the building?
If the servants' quarters door is open and nobody's paying attention to it, I will walk in, but I will not open.
You can easily get in, and once you do that, you can easily walk past that.
Right,
there's so much commotion.
I slip into the kitchen, I guess, right? Is that where it goes into?
Slip it into the kitchen.
Nice.
You go into the kitchen, you see that people are going crazy and they're making all the food. You easily walk into the next room and you see these 3 giant long tables that look like a loaf of bread. And you see that people are sitting down there. It's all rich and they're yelling and laughing and they're all smoking cigars and things like that. There's servants all over the place helping them. In the front area, there seems to be some sort of like a library. People are sitting down, just talking, and having drinks in there. Across there on the top left is some sort of barracks, and they're checking people and make sure like a secondary checkpoint. On top seems to be another room right there doing more records, more governmental stuff. That's probably during the day. There's 2 columns on the hallway going down, as you can see, in twos. And let's see what else.
Are there people just constantly like moving back and forth, like up and down these hallways, or are they?
Yes, they're everywhere except they're not in the records room, and they're not anywhere to the right of the records room or above the kitchen. Those areas are not really in. There's actually a couple guards posted there, probably about 10, in that whole area.
Okay. All right, so I want to go back to the dining room, I guess, or whatever it is. I can't really make out what it says on the map. I can't read it. I just want to like listen in on some of the conversations and see if maybe I could pick up where some of these people are from or who they might be.
Okay, you start listening. Give me do a perception roll. I'll do a gather information, actually.
There's my natural 20.
Oh, really?
Good.
Gathers so much information.
Every time I have to roll a skill check, it's a 20.
Let me tell you something. That was a great time for it because I have levels of information to give you, and I'm just going to tell you the most valuable thing you want to know. It's probably the best 20 you could use for this question right now. So you listen to all the conversations. I believe you. We believe you. The Quarren 20. So you listen to all of them, and these guys are outright bragging, and they're all in a state of euphoria where they think that like they've already won. It's all over. Now, what did they win? So basically, they just
tell us what you won today.
Let me tell you what you won, Bob. A brand new car. No,
a brand new city.
It's more like a city. So what they're talking about is they can't believe it worked. I'll just do it in voice like, I can't believe it worked. Finally, all my money is going to go to a great place. We've been financed by the Raven. We're going to have Rhaegar as one of our ports. We'll have all the elite opportunities of the entire Western lands and maybe even further than that in the future, and the Queen will be no match for our empire. Let her have all her ships out there. What they can do with all the mercenary lords and the League of Merchants and the Raven's forces, and plus the capacity of when we take over Rhaegar and then we rebuild Sunken City after we destroy it down the ground. That city is worthless. It's dirty. It's run in by water. We'll take it down, destroy it. We build it up right again. It's really the name we want. We don't care about the people there. We fill it. We use it for our rebuilding and factories and building more ships. And we will own in Daria. The Queen's forces will be begging us to work with them. Hear, hear.
All right. Do I see
one guy stands up? He goes, well, if the Raven don't pay me my gold, you're gonna see quickly where this alliance goes. It sounds like a good plan, all in all, but I haven't get paid yet, and I don't like having to wait until the end of the battles to get paid. He promises the gold, but where is it? Well, don't worry about it. The gold we know the gold is inside. He showed us a few chests. He goes, and we saw the ships coming in. We know the gold is there. That gold could be long gone by now. Well, if it's long gone, there's only a few ships here, and I'll bring my ships back, and we'll see what will happen, won't we? Yes, we'll see.
All right. I don't see the Raven anywhere, do I?
You don't see the Raven.
Okay. All right. Down that hallway, what was at the other end of that hallway?
Damien looks excited right now. Are you excited, Damien?
I'm very excited. I wish I was with Thistle right now. I'd be like asking all kinds of stuff.
What kind of food is there? Is there any pretty girls there? So what do you do?
The long hallway with the columns in it, right? What was at the end of that?
A door.
Was it okay? Was it open? Was it closed? I'm assuming
it's
it was closed.
and it's guarded by 10 guards.
Okay. How many people were in this dining room?
So in a dining room, Half Elf Arc just asked, what's the question? What's going on? Who's speaking? Basically, Vinny rolled a natural 20 on gather information check, and he was in the room with all of these different social elites and powerful merchant leaders and such, and they're all talking about the plans that Raven said. And basically, Raven has basically agreed to pay them all this crazy amount of gold, like an absurd amount, and that's why they probably have given all their ships to this cause, because they're trusting him and they're working with him now, and it's kind of putting the entire story together to a point. Now, I'm sorry, Ben, ask me your question again.
How many people were in that room, in that gathering room?
Oh, it's gotta be hundreds, probably like 200-300.
Are they armed? Are they unarmed? Were they?
There are guards walking around, and the guards are armed. They actually have a sword, like a cutlass at their side, and they have a rifle either in their hands or on their back.
What about the guests? I'm talking about like the
guests. Some of the guests do have. You notice that some of them are still allowed pistols. The pistols are very ornate. They're very beautiful. They seem more like something you would want to put in your wall rather than a fire. You don't know why they're allowed to have it. You can see they're checking weapons at the door, but again, there are these certain people that are allowed them.
Okay. How many guards? How many guards am I seeing throughout the place?
Inside, you're probably thinking about 70, 80.
Woof.
All around.
All right.
You also that's 70, 80 guards for that are the pirates of the forces that you've seen over and over. But there's also personal guards for all these guys that are all just hanging out in different areas.
All right.
Gather turns to the group outside. You guys are on top of the roof of one of the buildings.
Oh, I know what I want to do.
Gather turns to them and he says, "Do any of you have the locate person spell? That could tell us exactly where the Raven is."
Tony, so in the
hold on a second. This is outside.
No.
Anybody answer?
No, I
don't got it.
I don't have that.
Mike, you have it?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I
Okay, back to you then.
All right, so I want to go back to the record keeping room, right? Was there anybody in there?
There are some people just working, and you see there's like two people that are obviously not from the city, and they seem like they're closing off on transactions.
Okay, so what I want to do is I want to try snoop around in there a little bit.
Okay.
See if I can come across anything that says money from Rhaegar to the money transaction from Rhaegar to what's it called?
So it looks like right now that what's happening in the records room, there's like 2 or 3 different areas where there's these people that are processing these orders from these elites. But you can see the guys there, and he's obviously one of them. And they're agreeing to how much gold they're going to be paid. And what they're doing, because it's being done actively now, is they're putting it into huge piles, and they're being signed off in triplicate. And they're actually making all the spots for the forms, and they're getting ready to file them in a little bit. You're looking around for anything that says Rhaegar, you see nothing. But you see every single document that has to do with everybody outside.
Do they all look like they're looking over quickly? Does it look like they're being paid evenly?
Okay, so you're trying to move the pages up like they're floating a little bit.
I just kind of
no.
Yeah.
It does look like it's it's different to a point, but you don't know. I wouldn't say very different, or maybe if you see something very different, it's because there's more ships being involved. You don't see a lot of. It doesn't look like he's ripping anybody off, but there is a difference.
All right, and there's nothing that says where where the funds are currently, right?
There's nothing that says the funds are currently. It just talks about that Raven's Claw will pay.
All right.
And it's up. It's in it's astronomical prices. So remember, we talked about in normal life, a citizen might earn the equivalent of a gold coin, maybe in a week. Maybe if they're really rich, they're earning 2 or 3 gold coins in a week. They were talking about that whole hoard was 1 million gold coins, and these deals are for on the low, 5 to 10,000, up to 50,000 is even a couple of hundred, 200. Not 200, but about 100, 120,000, things like that. So, and all in all, just looking around the room, he's probably given away half of the million, half of the gold just to take over the entire area. It's just insanity. It's just so much gold. It's ridiculous.
All right. Okay. I
What you gonna do, man? I can't wait to see.
I just watching David's head is just like this. He's so excited.
I'm deciding.
I know. Think about it, man. This is important. This is an important moment.
Seren Forrest says he could literally burn the entire payment plan for everyone who's getting paid right there, now.
I know.
How much damage would destroy the documentation be?
I'm thinking about it.
You could write your name on the contract.
You can't give him ideas right now. Do not talk to him. Don't give him any ideas from the crew here, because then he can't do it.
Just a little trick for everybody joining right now. If you're new to the channel, we're Audio Dungeon. We're playing tabletop role-playing game. It's similar to 5th edition, and yes, it's Dungeons and Dragons type play where one person, the Dungeon Master, is making up the story, and the players are playing through the adventure to see what they want to do. They and the crew here and the fans are complete control of the story. I build it, and then they mess it up like that. They mess it up.
Fans can make suggestions to Thistle.
Absolutely.
I would say.
And we can support fan suggestions, right?
Yes, the fans.
Can we? No, I don't think we can say anything.
And we go live every week, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook, guys. So like, subscribe, and follow. Vinny, what do you want to do? Scott Weber says, fireball that room right now. Gives 100 stars.
Ooh.
Do it.
You don't understand how badly I want to, but then I have no way out.
You run.
Let's go to everybody outside. What are you guys doing?
Oh, man. Just waiting.
We're waiting.
How long do we wait?
Okay.
How long do we wait before we assume he's captured?
How long has it been?
Vit, in game, do you know how long the invisibility lasts? Don't anyone answer.
It's an hour.
Okay, thanks. There goes that.
Oh, sorry. I thought that you were actually asking.
In all fairness, I did know.
Okay. I didn't know if Vinny knew it, and I wanted his character not to know. It's okay.
I did know.
So, Vin,
someone would have told him.
Vin, you've been there for we'll say about 20 minutes.
Okay.
20 minutes has been on it since, you've got it.
Oh, Jesus.
Guys, everyone, if you're on Facebook, go over to Twitch or YouTube. Facebook is having some issues, apparently. So just go to YouTube, go to Twitch, and while you're there, sign up.
Yeah.
Vin, what are you going to do? What are you going to do?
I would love to burn this whole friggin' records thing down, but if I do it, I can't get out.
Every fan is very excited for you right now.
What are they saying? Are they giving suggestions? The fans?
Yeah. Burn the entire place. Burn it all. Imagine the panic it would cause. Run into confusion, says Marlon Johnson.
Yeah, I know. Oh,
some people are just giving
scary
faces.
I know what I do.
Yes.
I wanna. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are there any records? Are there any records yet that look like I could change the numbers on them? Right. So like if there's like a lord that says like he's getting like 120,000 gold, can I add like another 0 onto it, or take a 0 off?
Do you have forgery?
I do not. I do not.
No.
This is quite the long-term plan.
Yeah, he's
Seriously.
next year when their audits come, they'll be
There's
so
a reason for it.
In 1
There's a
year.
reason for
They
my
when they work with their accountants, they'll see a discrepancy. And that discrepancy they'll find will be far more than it should be. And
You have not paid your taxes correctly.
more, I say, and they'll be wrapped up in court for years.
I have an idea. Let's go kill the raven. We chop off the head and then we show it to the fleet. Better idea. We screw up the paperwork.
There was a plan.
That's the difference between
Follow the money.
That's the difference between playing Dungeons and Dragons as a kid. You're like, let's go get him. And when you're an adult, you're like, well, if I really could mess up his paperwork, the government will be all over.
We've changed Dungeons and Dragons to offices and accountants again.
Oh, jeez.
Oh my god.
Come on, Vin, do what I would do. You know what it is.
Run in with no plan.
Kill everybody.
Well,
Shoot first,
sure, but what would I do
question
next?
Exactly.
Make a giant speech.
No, don't do that.
All right.
Vin, you're at 25 minutes.
I gotta go
Every
back.
minute,
I
from
gotta
now
report
on,
back to
every
them.
minute in real life is 5 minutes for you in the game.
No, I got
to
it. I'm
usher
gonna
you
go
along
back
here.
and I'm gonna report it into them to let them know what the hell's going on. It's been
Okay.
too long.
Okay, so you get back to him. It takes about 5 minutes just to get back out safely up the top. So you're at 30 minutes.
I gotta.
And you can talk at roleplay everybody.
All right, so when I get back, I explain to them. Well, it's there's a lot of people in there. There's a lot of guards in there. He has all those fleets that we saw outside of Rhaegar. All their leaders are inside that room. He's paying every single one of them to do what they're doing, exactly like I said earlier. So I don't know how you want to go in there and get him. I didn't see him in there at all. That place is pretty large and pretty packed, and there's a lot of guards. A lot of guards.
Okay.
They're keeping pretty meticulous records on who's getting what money. Yeah.
Did you see any people from places that we're friendly with? Any, potentially innocent people?
So, well, what were some of the names on the contracts? It was all just these mercenary people, right? It was like nobody.
It's all like names of these rich guys and their companies, all trading companies.
Okay.
Some of them though are actually flat out mercenaries, and like mercenary guilds, adventuring guilds, anyone who could take it. Mostly pirates, but they did reach out to just anyone they can get their hands on that apparently he had some kind of affiliation with.
Is Lord Jameson Front there?
Lord Jameson Front is in fact there. Yes.
Oh man,
Lord Jameson.
Oh, he's not
Yes.
gonna make it.
It sounds like there's some distrust over the Raven paying them. Can we
How,
explain that
how,
to them?
well, how well carpeted is the Raven's mansion?
You see the
To match the drapes.
you see the library looks very well carpeted.
Oh, I was like, what's he getting at?
Vin's like, what do you care about the carpet, bro? Who cares? Oh. So you guys do know to kind of put this together for you a little bit. Let's kind of speed things along here again. Lord Jameson Front was in Rhaegar with you guys, and obviously has a lot of pull there and helped you guys out. But he does have a lot of influence there, a lot of people working for him, and things going on. And I'll leave you with that thought.
So,
All right, so we're blowing it up. Is that what we're doing?
maybe we can get the front.
It seemed like magic worked in there because I ain't go on invisible, so that's always a bonus. So if we do have to go in there and fight, I mean, I'm assuming we can use magic because I stayed invisible the entire time. I don't know what's in the back of the building. It was pretty well guarded, and I couldn't get through. And there's two entrances: the front entrance, which is pretty guarded, and then there's the side entrance, which has the kitchen staff coming in and out to feed the guests. There was only one guard over there, so that might be a possibility just to sneak in. I mean, if we can go in invisible, at least we can get the dip on them that way. But I don't know if you.
Gathard turns to you guys. He's like, I feel this is about to get very dangerous.
I don't. Yeah.
I thought someone had an idea about taking down the building. Somebody talking about that before.
we've mentioned it, but I'm not certain. I mean, do we really want to go that route? I feel like we could somehow break their alliance, but I don't know exactly how.
Money. That's how. Money.
Right.
Money.
How do we express it to them? How do we say this that the Raven can't be trusted? They're not going to pay them.
When I was inside, I had an idea, right? When I was looking at the records, they were all getting paid pretty evenly, right? And there was like 1 or 2 people that were like, "Oh, well, I'm not getting paid at all, and I hate getting paid at the end. I want to get paid up front." I felt like if there was a way we could trick the record and get it into his hand to say like, "Hey, this guy's getting paid more than you," it would start some sort of an infight.
Right.
We are here to get the Raven.
Yes, and I agree with that. Agreed.
To forge records.
But I did not see him in there. I don't even know if he's in there. That's my point.
I'm inclined to agree with you, Thistle, that we're here to stop the Raven. I said we're here to get him, but I'm
hold up. What I was doing, I was trying to do that if I could have did that. I agree with Hogar, so don't get that skewed. I agree with Hogar 110% here.
All right, so what are you gonna do? Go back and find him? Because that's we need to know where he is.
I don't know. I don't know how to find him. I can't get. I'm not gonna be able to get past the guards.
Was there a door, or was there an area that was more heavily guarded than any other area?
Yes, at the end of one of the hallways in there was like about 10 guards standing outside of a door. I'm assuming it's either his quarters or maybe where Tony goes to sleep at night, because he likes to he has imaginary guards.
I said we go there, and everyone who decided that it was a good idea to ally themselves with the Raven, destroy the sunken city, take over a peaceful, neutral city of Rhaegar, deserves to, go down with him. I don't think we need to be discriminated about this.
And I agree with you,
really
because their full intentions for the sunken city is to basically burn it to the ground and start it anew.
And I have to tell you, if they are quote unquote allies of ours in there, then guess what? They're not really our allies. They're really our enemy. Well, and we're going to send a message to them too. I'm inspired by Arky's speech of like 2 hours ago. Let's bring the righteous hellfire down the whole lot of them. My only worry is that if we start blowing the building up indiscriminately, that the Raven will get out of the back door entrance before we have a chance to get hit.
I mean, just killing all these people really, they could knock out some of his allies, but it might not be the death blow we hope it is. Raven might still.
We need Raven. That's the purpose.
Right. I'm saying
Raven.
Yeah, killing them is just collateral damage, right? I'm saying that there's no, based on what you're saying, based on what you found, there's no reason for us to assume that these people are innocent or unaware or not fully invested partners in Raven's plan to destroy our kingdom, right?
They're fully invested into destroying our kingdom and Rhaegar.
All right. So
we need to make sure.
What if
we need to make sure Raven's in there if we're going to attack it there?
Yeah. What if a couple? What if like one or a couple of us go back in, invisible, and try to find out if he's gonna be like making an appearance, or if he's, just try to find out where he is. Like go look for him, or see if anybody knows where he is. Like I said, or I don't know, something like that.
I think it's safe to assume he's behind that door.
With the way it was guarded, I tend to feel that way, yes.
So what part of the building was that
in? The rear.
All right. So what's the plan? How could we destroy it?
That I don't know. Destroying stuff is on that's Finn's area of expertise.
I mean, I can just start raining down fireballs and lightning bolts on the place. It's pretty big. But again, my concern is that if I just start doing that indiscriminately, he's going to, escape. I do think I'd love to know that he was in a room and get there. Do you think you could sneak, if you got back in there, do you think you could sneak back closer to that well-guarded door and find out if he's truly in that room or not?
Well, I didn't want to get too close because I don't know what's back there. I mean, if there was 10 guards standing in front of a single door, that tells me that he's either back there or there's something very important back there.
Hmm. Well, I mean, you already saw all the documents. We know the gold's not there. So it's probably him and some other important people, or... I don't know.
You know what? Let's go. Let's go in. Let's just start wreaking havoc. What's he gonna do? Let us kill all these people? He's not gonna face us. He's already captured us once. All right. He knows he's smarter than us. He knows he's smarter than us. He knows he's already bested us. Why would he run and hide from us? He'd want to prove it again in front of all of his allies that he's the better man. Let's feed into that.
If we kill all these people, he doesn't have to pay them.
So here's the thing: if we go in through the kitchen, right? That's the only way in, other than the front door, that I saw. The good thing is, right outside the kitchen is the meeting hall where everybody is. So we could technically just go into the kitchen, and Finn, you just do what you do and rain death.
I like to think of I do more than that, but okay.
Well, no, it's a good portion of what you do. Let's be honest.
It's like half.
All right then.
Yeah, and I think if we're doing
I
this,
don't judge you for that. It is what
we don't
it is.
want. If we're doing this, we don't want the Raven to even know what's happening, right? This is take him out before he even knows the deal.
Gather turns to the party. He says, "Is it possible you could call your friend the Tomb Mage back and have him teleport us to the prison? Gather the gunpowder from the prison and then blow this place sky high."
I like it.
I don't know if he's going to be able to teleport with the gunpowder. I think we've tried this before. I think it's a weight limit thing, if I remember correctly.
What if
also we
if-
would have to take the gunpowder out of the prison, possibly in view of the guards who are still there. No, he could do it from Wexel's room.
Aren't they like locked up though, the guards?
So
yeah, there's no loose guards inside unless they've already decided to get off the ship and go in, but you don't know that.
What if Two Mage brought us over there? Like, what if Finn used one of his other, like, not teleporting, but like, didn't you create like a magic door at one point, and we could put stuff through that? Like maybe we could put the gunpowder through that.
I just blow things up with a fireball.
Yeah.
We don't need the gunpowder. I'd rather use the fireball spells than waste the spells to make a portal. And frankly, Two Mage is busy saving. No, I agree. It's a good idea. I'm sorry. I'm just.
If we have other ways,
right.
So let's go then. I'm ready.
Lump back exit and wait for Raven.
Nice.
no, lump. We're going in the back exit.
the idea of having people posted in certain areas is good. I think.
Oh, all right.
In case the Raven took it out.
If that's the case, then
there's a lot of guards. We should stick together.
We need to leave some people at the front entrance so that if somebody does come out the front door, we have somebody there waiting. I think they should stay invisible until they're absolutely needed. That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
So maybe pick like 2 or 3 people, let them sit at the front door and just watch and wait, and then the rest of us go in the side entrance.
All right. Tell me where to go. I'll go.
So I'll go in the side because I know the lay of the land already. Finn obviously is coming with me. Hogar, Botorius, I don't know who wants to sit at the front door.
Either
or maybe
way.
lump at the front door and then probably gonna need both.
I'll wait at the door.
To be honest. Huh? What was that?
If I'm there to wait for the Raven, I'll wait at the front door.
Yeah, I think Hogar's a good choice. Whoever's out there needs to be able to take the Raven out quick if he tries to flee that exit.
I'll wait at the front door too. I'll stay with Raven and
I'll stay at the front door as well.
Then it's just 2 of us going in.
No. There's more.
Well,
it's me,
Yeah,
Finn,
I'll go in then.
Botorius,
The Golem.
the Golem. Where's Arky going?
What would
Sparky.
you?
Yeah.
Lump.
Arky,
Lump.
doing it. Jeez.
Arky.
Names are too familiar.
I'm Arky Fint.
We've known each other for years.
Yes. I don't know. I'd probably stay out front with Hogar, I guess. Especially in my new suit, creeping around is probably not the best bet for me.
Are you even going to be able to go down there in that new suit without causing a distraction?
I don't. Probably not.
Even if
I thought the people in the front were gonna have to go invisible. Yeah.
but
I can be invisible, but it's
people
probably
down
still
there,
loud.
somebody's gonna walk into that thing.
Well, I don't know. Just pick a spot and go.
That's totally up to you, Arky.
I'll stay in the front with Hogar.
Okay.
Cool. I'll go with you guys then.
All right.
All right.
So it's what? Me, Tom, Damien, Mike. All right.
Yep. And Lump and the Golem.
Lump and the Golem. Okay. This is gonna be interesting. I turned to Lump. Lump, you don't do anything until Finn acts first. Understand? Repeat after me. I don't do anything until Finn acts first.
Why are you bringing Lump in?
He's not able to respond at the moment. Well, because we said we didn't need a lot of people in the front, so the rest of you guys are all going in the front. So we got to take in.
Yeah, the front is like in case of emergency, in case a guy slips around us.
That sounds
don't
like a better
think
place for Lump.
But I don't think he's gonna do that. I think that he's gonna try and kill us.
Who? Raven?
Oh,
Yes.
you don't think Raven's gonna try and flee? Well, I don't know if the
You think it's still a trap?
Yeah, I thought the idea here was to set the building on fire. And if we set the building on fire in all the chaos, we'll go in and find the Raven and kill him, but in the chaos, he may try to escape.
Right. That's why we were going to have 1 or 2 people posted at the front.
You're sideways, Tony.
Yes, I'm trying to showcase how upside down this world is really getting right now. Right back.
That's good.
Really?
That's good on your feet. Now he's gone. All right.
He's gone.
That's his interpretation of our plan.
We're getting real philosophical here on Audio
Right.
Dungeon.
So
He likes it so much, he dipped out on us.
okay. In that case, am I even going in this building at all? Or we're gonna sneak into the hallway. I'm gonna throw a fireball down the hallway.
Or into the records room.
I thought the plan was to go into the meeting hall where all the people were that were plotting against us was, and just blow it up there.
Come on.
No, it's a good look. Wait, why are we gonna kill those people? I thought let's blow up the records first, and then I thought we were sneaking in the back. Isn't the front?
The back leads to
Where the people are.
kitchen, which leads into the meeting hall.
Okay. Whatever you
So
think is best.
It's up to you. It don't matter to me.
I'm like a camera. Just point and shoot. Okay.
Oh my god. I'm sideways. Deal with it.
Wait a second.
Just turn your whole house to the
Is
side.
plan?
That'll fix it.
Just lie down.
Just turn your room sideways. There you go. Look, he did it.
Yeah.
Tony's actually being incepted right now, and it's just he's in the part where
What is
Joseph
the
Gordon-Levitt's fighting in a hallway in his brain.
What is the actual plan that you guys came up with?
I don't know. That's why I'm trying to clarify before I start blowing things up.
I thought it was
Run in, light it
for.
on fire.
I thought it was for the people. But if you want to go to the records hall, I can lead you. You just tell me where you want to go. Don't matter to me.
Just destroy the building. And we'll
So if you
mop
wanna
up
start the
whoever
records
runs out.
That wasn't okay.
If you want
Wasn't
to
that
just
the plan?
Turn the Raven.
just
Just
go
destroy.
inside to do that. I can just start
Correct.
doing it
You
right
can do it
now.
from the roof.
We just wanted to confirm that the Raven's in there, right?
Yeah.
All right, then the party, the people that were gonna go in the back, then we'll just stay right at that back door then, and do the same thing the people in the front are doing. And Finn, you could just do what you're gonna do from wherever you want to do it, and then that's fine. We don't have to go inside then, like you said.
Nobody knows that he's there. What if Wexel teleported him somewhere? There's no confirmation of him even in the building. You're gonna call
that's
chaos.
true.
And
Wexel
come, and it's gonna be
Wexel had the picture. Forget about Wexel.
Okay, so I have one group is Lump Golem,
forget about Wexel.
Lump Ormond, the golem, Vinny, Findalar, you guys are all on the bottom, and who else?
And
with
me.
you?
Me.
And Botorius. And who's on the front door?
And
The front door is Olgar.
I'm also down at the bottom.
Gotcha. Okay, so you
I'm at the
guys
front door as well.
and you guys all going in? Who's going in?
Well, we're just deciding about that. We might not actually go inside, right?
Hey, all right. Wait, you want to go in? Let's go in. Let's go. Start.
I think we should go in because if we don't go in, then we got to fight
Okay.
everybody that's outside and everybody that's inside.
Let's go.
Okay, so we go in.
So
Okay.
We're
That's it.
first, invisibility spells. I can make 5 people invisible,
all right. So
and then
front
I'm
door-
guessing Finn does the rest.
The front door people need to be invisible. The back door people, I guess we do to start.
Yeah.
All right,
Cool.
yeah,
So I'll burn a 5th level and make 5 people invisible, and I think we have 9 people total.
all right, I'll get the rest of them.
Cool.
if you don't hit anybody, it lasts an hour. If you hit anybody, it lasts a punch. Okay.
Okay. So you guys cast invisibility on. So you did that already?
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys break up into the group on the bottom, on the side door. You guys break up into the group in the front. You guys are sitting there, and all of a sudden, you hear some commotion inside the building. And as you stand there, you kind of like look at each other, what's going on, and then you realize that this is the end of the episode of Audio Dungeon.
Come on.
Of course.
Thank you
Oh,
guys.
I
Thank you
saw
guys
that
very
coming.
much.